Let's rewind a little bit. I did first take a class at the New York Sewing Center just to see if I liked it before making a purchase. Decided to go through with it. You can find machines for less than $100. It's pretty easy to set up, and there are tutorials online to help you out. The rest of the equipment was like pretty cheap. Everything cost me less than $25, besides this iron, which we will need later. For thread, you want to get polyester because it's stronger. We're also going to need some fabric scissors, tailor's chalk, a seam ripper, measuring tape, and sewing pins. For practice, we're going to take this bed sheet and cut it into strips. This was before I got the fabric scissors, and I highly recommend getting the fabric scissors because it was like a pain in the ass to cut them. I actually learned this from Stylish D. I watched a lot of his tutorials. My stitches are much straighter. You definitely need to practice. I was a bit overconfident going into it, like how hard can this be? Apparently kind of like pretty hard. I'm like more comfortable maneuvering the fabric so it is more straight. I think I'm ready to move on to actual clothes, but I'm gonna start with like clothes I don't care about, you know? I'm not about to like practice on my nice clothes. First, we're gonna start with hemming, which is basically just shortening an item. You could do this to your pants, a dress, or even like sleeves. I would say this is the easiest thing I did in the whole video. There was a lot of measuring involved because you want to make sure it is equidistant to the current hem before you start cutting. I also didn't anticipate like this part where you have to rip apart all the seams of the current hem, so that was pretty tedious. And because the pants were black, I didn't really feel nervous if I messed up because you can't really see it anyway. Highly recommend ironing everything to make sure the fabric lays flat. Otherwise, you're gonna get like dimples and it's gonna look all like messed up and jumbled. I did also end up hemming this dress into a shirt. It actually didn't come out that good if you look up close. This fabric is so hard to work with and it was like really frustrating me. This is like for someone who's intermediate, okay? I was gonna wear it tucked in anyway, so I didn't care. Next we have this dress that I wanted to take in. It's like a bit boxy and I wanted it more defined in the waist. I actually decided to kind of freestyle this one because I was kind of over it by this point. I was just trying to get it done. I decided to just draw some lines onto the dress and throw it on the machine and see what happens. It didn't come out that bad. I think I still have to like work on it a little bit, but I really like how there's just more definition. I saved tapering for last because it kind of intimidated me and I really like these pants. But I've been wanting to taper them for a while now. It was pretty challenging, mostly because I had to rip apart the bottom hem and restitch it. And it was already like stitched beautifully and I knew I was not gonna be able to recreate that. But beyond that, it was fairly like straightforward. I did mess up, but when you mess up, it's like fine because you could just rip apart what you did and redo it. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I didn't want it super tight. I just wanted it to frame my legs a bit better. If you do look like up close, it's not perfect, but I'm okay with that because I don't believe in perfect. Like good enough is fine. It's been like a week and I feel way more confident now and excited to keep doing it. It can be difficult, but it's also like very manageable. One of those things that we just like keep practicing and you get better. I also only spent like maybe 3 hours max per day doing it, which I feel like sounds like a lot, but when you're doing it, it like goes by really fast. And it's very relaxing because I think it's just such a low stimulating activity. Like besides when you like mess up, then it gets stressful. Just a great way to customize your clothes to your body because we're all different heights and different sizes. So of course, you know, clothes aren't gonna be made perfectly for you. Plus a lot of my clothes aren't like super expensive, so I didn't mind like taking the risk, I guess. I can't believe I learned how to do it. I'm like, wow, what else can I do? Look, if you have internet, you can really learn anything. It is such a great feeling. But yeah, anyway, until next time, bye.